This is another intense season of From, and I talked to Ian Bailey about his character this season and how he's so full of questions. But where do we find Julie?
Yeah, Julie is obviously coming off of the craziness that was the ending of season one and the beginning of season two. And I think playing into, as you said, Ian and Jim's kind of questions, I think she's really playing a more supporting role this year. And I think she's trying to be there for her family and trying to support them in their endeavors and trying to really like, no, I am here for you. She wants them to open up to her and want them to feel comfortable doing so.
Jim is super focused on protecting his family. Is Julie okay with him being all in on keeping them safe, or is she on her own path this season?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that her character is like all in on Jim's storyline, but she definitely is concerned. You'll see in later episodes when Jim is really starting to go down a certain path, she's quite hesitant for him and quite fearful for him. And it's really because she is just terrified of losing her family because she almost did lose them. And same with Sarah and how she tried to kill Ethan. It's the same thing. She almost lost him once. She almost lost all of her family members once. And she already has lost a family member with Thomas, their infant brother. So she knows that loss and I don't think she can handle it again. And it's so she's really trying to keep them as close to her as she can.
Going into season two, were you excited or looking forward to sharing more scenes with someone or someone in particular?
Yeah, I mean, the Matthews family, obviously, I worked with them a lot last year, and I got to work with them way more this year, and they're just great. I just love those guys. And, even characters like I got to do a scene this time with Kenny. I got to do a couple scenes with Ellis. I got to do more Fatima scenes and even new bus characters and stuff. Being in the diner at the beginning was really interesting because I got to have all the old characters, but also all the new characters. So it was really fun playing that dynamic there.
This is such an intense edge of your seat watch. How do you tend to shake off a long day of filming?
Yeah, so I'm quite good at like differentiating Julie's emotions from my own emotions. But again, when you're doing such like physical scenes, such as running or like hyperventilating and crying and sobbing, it's your body's natural state to remain in that sort of panic state for quite a bit of time. So those days are more difficult. But on any other given day, I'm pretty good at just snapping out of it. But after like a day of work, I'm just beat. Like I just want to go relax or just go see a couple people and just hang out, that kind of thing. Yeah. So
Well, I did mention how this is such a thrill ride through and through. Is that what you think continues to make From such a fan favorite series?
yeah, I think it's the thrills. I think it's the horror that has drawn people in. But I think what they're staying for also is the dynamics of the connections in the show and how it affects the human mental health and their psyche and their relationships with everybody else within the town. I think they come for the horror and they stay for the people, and the horror is still there. So I think it's just great.